All right, so we're going to give you some education on skincare after a burn. So first, you want to start off with soap. Whenever you're showering, you want to make sure you're using something that's fragrance-free and mild, as the fragrances and the perfumes can cause irritation. And then when we use our creams and gels to provide moisture to keep the area moist, I recommend a silver sulfadazine cream or aloe vera. So for the silver sulfazine, you want to make sure you're putting it on at least twice a day, or whatever your healthcare provider says, and you want to use it as prescribed. So typically once or twice a day for the silver sulfadine, and then as needed for the aloe vera gel. Um, when you're out in the sun, which should be not as often as you would be normally, but you want to make sure that you're using some type of sunscreen. So you want to use a broad spectrum sunscreen, one with a lot of SPF, or at least 30% or 30 SPF. You want to apply it generously to all your exposed areas and reapply like every 1 to 2 hours or more if you'll be in the pool, which you shouldn't be, but if you sweat a lot, you might want to apply more. Next, we have like some type of protective clothing, so long sleeves, pants. You want to wear like a wide brimmed hat or visor, and definitely some type of eye protection. If you have burns to your face, you want to make sure you're keeping your vision good. And then, like I said before, you want to avoid direct sunlight. So you want to stay out of the sun, especially between like peak UV hours. So that's like about 10 a.m. to 4. That's when the sun is at its hottest and the UV rays are at its brightest. Now we have to take care of caring for your wounds and cleaning. So when we're cleaning them, you want to make sure that we're using lukewarm water and that mild soap that I mentioned previously. And you don't want to apply too much pressure as your skin is still recovering, and you want to slough off that new skin that's forming. After you're done cleaning, you want to dress your wounds. So you want to cover it with some type of wrap, something that's sterile. So when I say sterile, I mean fresh out the pack. You don't want to use one that you have laying around the house because you don't want to get any type of infections. Then you want to change it daily or whenever it becomes wet or dirty. And then we just want to monitor for signs of infection, such as warmth, any pus, swelling, or redness. And then lastly, we have avoiding skin irritation and itching. So if you're wearing clothes, you want to make sure that you're wearing loose clothes, anything soft or not heavy, to avoid rubbing against your burns. So like you don't wear jeans, you don't wear like a canvas outfit for some reason. I don't know why you'd be wearing that, but you don't want to do that. Want to make sure we're keeping the burn moisturized with fragrance-free lotions. Excuse me, to prevent dryness and irritation. And also, we don't want to scratch. It can cause further damage if you scratch it. It's going to itch like crazy, especially after you apply these creams and ointments and gels. It's going to itch, but you don't want to scratch it as it can cause further damage and irritation. And like I said before, one way to handle your itching problem is to make sure that you keep it moisturized. If it's dry, it's going to itch more. Over-the-counter antihistamines, something like the stuff you put on for like poison ivy. It's like a pink lotion. And then we want to use a cool compress. You want to apply a cool, damp cloth. What I would do is I would keep one in the freezer, like a rag in the freezer, and then let it thaw out slightly and just apply that while it's like slightly frozen but still pliable. And then you want to distract yourself from itching. So anything that you can do, whether it be watching TV, crocheting, whatever you have to do to make sure that you're not focused on itching yourself, those will go a long way with handling your itching problem. So those are just a few ways that we can take care of your burns after you get out of the unit. Just to recap, we want to make sure that we're We're cleaning the area. We're using fragrance-free soaps and perfume-free soaps and lotions. Make sure that you're wearing protection from the sun, and then make sure that you keep your dressings clean. Make sure that you're cleaning your wounds frequently, and then also avoiding itching. If you have any more questions, you can refer to me or your PT or your healthcare provider. Thank you.